Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Grab a beverage of your choice, because today we will be discussing the Widening Gyre. Published by DC, written by Kevin Smith, and drawn by Walter Flanagan. If you do not know who Walter Flanagan is, if you've ever watched Comic Book Men on AMC, he is the kind of the asshole manager of Kevin Smith's comic shop in Jersey. Okay, where to start with this book? I've heard so many different things about this book, both good and bad. More bad than good, which is one of the reasons I wanted to read it, because I wanted to find out for myself as to what was going on in this book. So it starts out with an attack on a Jewish temple by what is his name? What's his name? Baron Blitzkrieg. A kind of a Nazi guy who wants to be in the Fourth Reich. Keep the Fourth Reich going. And it was a while ago, because you have Dick Grayson being young. He's kind of young in this one. And they handily defeat them. And then it jumps in time to Dick calling Batman to Bloodhaven to back him up at a convenience attack on a convenience store. And like, Batman's like, "What? Why do you need my help?" Well, he didn't, but he just wanted to show him, "Hey, look who's here." A lot of the adventures between Batman and Robin are secondary to the story now. The main story, which is kind of interesting, is Silver St. Cloud comes back in town, and it's kind of following Batman's relationship with her, because they get back together, and it's him trying to decide, hey, can I be happy, or can I do this Batman thing? There's a new vigilante in town who seems to be just kicking ass and taking over, so Batman's like, maybe this guy can handle it, and I can be happy with Silver. Alright, that's cool. But the only problem with the story is Batman seems to be acting differently than normal. You have stuff like Poison Ivy coming back in town. I mean, look at this. She is more hypersexualized than normal. I mean, just look. I don't ever recall a time that she's dressed like that or undressed like that. You have let's see, Etrigan, the demon, eating people. It's just all this weird stuff that isn't normal in the Batman series. Everyone seems to be just askew to borrow the title of Kevin Smith's production company, A View Askew. Everything is just not right because the characters are not acting in proper character. And, you know, Walter Flanagan does a somewhat decent job with the art. But, I mean, that's supposed to be Dick Grayson. I think that's supposed to be Dick Grayson right there. But people are just... people don't look exact. They look off. So, while the story is somewhat interesting, the characters are off, the looks are off, and then you just have stupid shit where Batman admits to, okay, there's that scene in Batman Year One where he's at the mobster's dinner and he sets off the explosions to strike fear in him and says, "You've eaten well, your time is up." Well, supposedly, according to this, in that point, the explosions were more powerful than he expected, and it caused him to have a what do you call it? A kind of a spasm in which he pissed himself. So this, according to Kevin Smith, Batman pissed himself in that scene, and it's just like, no. This book was an entertaining read for what it was, i.e. a book by Kevin Smith. It's like, okay, here is Kevin Smith's take on Batman, which, as a Kevin Smith fan, I thoroughly enjoyed. But conversely, it's Kevin Smith doing Batman, so you're having more of the Clerks type dialogue, which is not Batman-y, if you understand what I'm getting at. So I'm kind of split on this. It was enjoyable for what it was, but as a Batman story, I just can't sit there and say, get it. I don't even know if this is canon or not. So I am going to have to give this, I'm going to give this a 3.5. And there's a reason. I mean, for the novelty aspect of Kevin Smith writing it, and the enjoyment of it, because it's like, holy shit, it's Kevin Smith doing Batman. And for the interesting situations, like, here's Aquaman showing up because basically he's coming to check out the island that they're on because he hears Batman or the animal he's on hears Batman or Bruce Wayne, Silver Snake Cloud having sex, and so he goes to investigate it. I mean, stupid stuff like that. So yeah, 3.5 just because of the enjoyment factor and Batman written by Kevin Smith. But if you're kind of a purist and that stuff bugs you, you shouldn't get it. But yeah, I yeah. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it if you read it. And like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comics.